Dokkan just cooked with the best LR EZAs of this year. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We got another Dokkan Battle video for you here today. We have the EZAs for the LR Metal Cooler and the AGL Super Saiyan 2 from the Worldwide 2022. And in this video, we're going to take a look at these guys, break down their kits, and everything you need to know about them before they awaken. I assume their EZA is going to happen at the same time as the Cell Max drop on the 14th. So let's go ahead and let's start by taking a look at Metal Cooler, because I know a lot of people are anticipating his EZA thanks to the Tech Metal Cooler army. So no change to his leader skill, Wicked Bloodline, category key 4, HP Tech Defense 200%. Now, basic effects include 15% HP at the start of the turn. Recovery is very nice for him, especially as it helps out the LR Cell Max, whose kit is HP based. Key 5, attack defense 250% with a chance of performing a critical hit and damage reduction rate 50%. Once only, chance of performing a critical hit and damage reduction rate an additional 30%. Launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super attack. When HP is 80% or less, recovers 10% extra HP. Again, that HP recovery is going to be very handy when running the Cell Max. When attacking for the first time, the more HP remaining, the greater the attack boost within the turn, up to 200%. So full HP, you're going to have a max of 200% on that first attack during the turn. When receiving an attack for the first time, the more HP remaining, the greater the defense boost within the turn, up to 200%. After receiving an attack, he recovers an additional 10% HP each turn, and a once only permanent increase of key 4 and attack and defense 100%, permanently once only. When receiving an unarmed super attack, he has a 70% chance to nullify it, and a guaranteed nullification after the revival skill has been activated. When activating the active skill, he has an additional attack 350% temporarily. That allows his active skill to actually deal some damage. After his revival skill has been activated, he gets an additional attack 200% and defense 100% with guaranteed guard for the remainder of battle, and an additional 15% damage reduction rate before attacking, starting within the next attacking turn. And it can be activated when he or an ally is KO'd, if there is another ally whose name includes Cooler attacking in the same turn. So thankfully on most of his teams he is the only revive character, so you don't have to worry about this clash, this revival clash. The nice thing is they did add the ally. It used to be that he had to be the one that died, but thankfully they added it so that he or another character can die. But it is for him to get the bonus, his revival skill does have to be activated. So just be aware of that when building your teams, that you don't want multiple of his multiple of revives on the team. All right, taking a look at his super attack effects. On his 12 key, he's raising attack and greatly raising defense for 1 turn, causing colossal damage while greatly lowering his attack. On his 18 key, he is massively raising an attack. That is a 100% raise while greatly raising defense for the turn and massively lowering defense. Got to talk a lot about that massively lowering defense. That is huge. It's going to really help in a lot of fights where that can be done. Because those fights, the bosses tend to be very tanky, so having a character that can massively lower allows you to take that boss easier. So all in all, Cooler looks good, right? If we want to take a look at some of his calcs here, right, this is Rainbow no equips, which of course you're going to have at a minimum his worldwide equips, which are really, really good, and possibly God equips if you got them. But at full HP on turn 1, 400k start of turn defense. When receiving an attack, jump jumps up to 1.2 million after receiving an attack, 1.6 million, and after his second additional super attack, he's up to 4 million. Assuming he's on the Metal Cooler Army team, fully built up with 30% SA support, his defense jumps up to 1.5 million start of turn when receiving an attack at 50% HP, 2.1 million. When receiving an attack at full HP, 2.6 million. So a little bit of a difference there. And remember, he does have all that damage reduction. And after super attack, he's over a 5.6 million defense. Post revive, we get even better. We're up to 1.9 million defense with damage reduction and guard, mind you, for his start of turn. When receiving an attack, that will jump up to 3.2 million. And post super, we have 7 million. If you manage to proc the revive after the Turles domain goes up, we are talking upwards of 8 million post super defense. He is incredibly good. He will be a monster on the Tech Metal Cooler team. So like I said, they really did cook with this EZA. He looks phenomenal. So let's take a look at the AGL duo. This character didn't have much time to shine on release. He was overshadowed by Birdcoo and the Cooler. They were pretty decent, although not as good. So were they redeemed? Let's take a look. Obviously, no changes to their leader skill. Joint Forces Movie Heroes, Key 3, Attack Defense 200%, and an additional for those on Pure Saiyans. On their entrance, right, they are getting Key 5, Attack Defense 250%, Damage Reduction Rate 30%, receives an additional Key 1 per type key feature obtained, and an additional attack that has a 50% chance to become a super attack for 4 turns from their entry turn. They get attack and defense 150%, launches an additional super attack, damage reduction rate 40%, 200%. Defense and an additional 20% damage reduction rate before attacking. Now this seems crazy because that seems like they're going to lose a lot after 4 turns, but it doesn't matter because actually almost no matter what you do, unless you're not running them on a movie hero setup, they're going to proc their morale boost after that. So beyond the 4 turns, they're going to end up none of this part of the kit is going to matter. When attacking with 18 or more key, they get an additional 150% and a 50% chance of performing a critical hit on their next attacking turn after performing 3 or more super attacks and receiving 5 attacks in battle. Or if you have 3 movie heroes on the team after the 5th turn, they will costume change with their morale boost. Their super attack effects are slightly changed, right? 12 key is greatly raising attack and raising defense for the turn, causing colossal damage, while the 18 key is greatly raising attack and defense for the turn while greatly lowering attack and defense. Once the morale boost has activated, they will get a key 5 boost with an attack and defense 300%. Boost and damage reduction rate 70%. That's pretty incredible. Receives an additional key 2 per type key sphere obtained, launches an additional super attack, and for 1 turn from their entry turn, they have an additional 20%, right? So on their first appearance after the morale boost, they have 90% damage reduction. When attacking with 18 or more key, they have 150% attack and a high chance of forming a critical hit. When receiving an attack with the 18 or more key, they get 150% defense, and when activating the active skill or when attacking with 24 key, they get 300% attack, 150% defense, and performs a critical hit and launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super attack, and that's if you activate the active skill or attack with 24 key. Starting from the next attacking turn after the morale boost, they get a once only 500% attack boost. Now that's basically designed so you can use their active skill and it be incredibly powerful on that boosted turn. So very, very nice there. Kind of wish it wasn't once only, right? So you can save the active skill for longer fights, but it is kind of what it is. Still very, very good. They're incredible compared to what they were before. Having over, right when attacking on that active skill turn, having over 800% additional attack. Actually, more than that, right? 950% additional attack when attacking on that active skill turn. So that's going to be a pretty powerful active skill turn. A little mini nuke on their end. So, and that's not including the damage that the active skill is going to do. So, taking a look at their defense, it's not crazy in base form, but again, you do have that 70% damage reduction. Actually, it's 90% on that first appearance too. You have 500k start of turn defense, 3 million post super defense. Post turn 4, it drops significantly, but of course, post turn 4, you will have that morale boost. That defense doesn't really matter. Once the morale boost comes into play, again, Rainbow no equips 50% support, so obviously you're going to have a little bit better here. And the Movie Heroes team has significantly more support than base 50%, but you're still looking pretty good. Start of turn 300k. Once you receive an attack, you get 800k start of turn defense, but on that first turn, that's with 90% damage reduction. And once you attack with the 24 key, you'll be upwards of 2 million defense. Post their third additional super will be up to 4 million. So not the craziest defensively, but remember, again, on that first appearance on that active skill turn, they are, or on that morale boosted turn, they are having 90% damage reduction. So you don't have to worry too much there, though. They aren't necessarily a slot 1, although there are a few turns they have where they can slot 1 if you need them for characters like Beast Gohan, etc., who need to get their build up in slot 2 first. So I think they can manage. I think they are significantly better than they were on release, and I can't wait to see how powerful that active skill turn is. All in all, they look incredible. They're going to have a nice slot on Beast team, and if not, they have plenty of slots on other good setups, so long as you can maintain at least those 3 movie hero allies if you don't want to throw them in front of attacks. So guys, that is it for our video. That is the full details and breakdown of the Metal Cooler and the AGL Super Saiyan Duo EZAs. They look incredible. I think they're 4 for 4 on all of the EZAs from 2022 within this celebration, and they're incredible, and I can't wait to test them out in games. They should be dropping on the 14th alongside the Cell Max release. So that's it for the video, guys. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and in the comments down below, let us know what do you think of the EZAs, and which one are you most excited to test out? Let us know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.